Hello, this is Brian Resney, President of Resney Wealth Management. I'm bringing you an important update about the economy and the investment market so you can better understand not only how we're positioned, but also what we see in the global landscape. You know, every week I do these update videos, and every single week we get tremendous amount of feedback, not only from clients, but also potential new clients who actually come and schedule appointments at our firm to talk about our investment management services. I believe these video updates are a great way to educate you, the investor, on exactly what we see on a very timely basis. It's a quick 5-6 minute video every single week. If you enjoy our videos, if you would like to continue seeing these videos, or if you'd like to maybe see them more often, maybe twice a week, send us an email. Tell us you like them. Tell us what you like about them, and also what you'd like to see different maybe in the future. A little bit about the economy and the investment markets. We continue to see the U.S. markets hit all-time highs again. Now, clients of Resney Wealth Management continue to have the largest exposure right now in U.S.-based equity markets, small, mid-cap, and large. We continue to avoid most of the large-cap emerging market economies simply because they're lagging and they're relatively weak. We rank our proprietary system, our Global Tactical Opportunity Portfolio, on a daily basis. We make changes as appropriate for our client portfolios. I think what's ultimately happening for non-clients, people who listen to my TV and radio show, people who are using outdated, ineffective, passive investing, are really suffering again year to date. I ultimately believe that the economy in the U.S. will continue to get better. I ultimately believe that we're going to see the emerging market economy start to expand again. And I ultimately believe fixed income investors who have loaded the boat in traditional bond mutual funds are going to get mediocre to negative returns over the next 3, 5, and 10 years. I ultimately see relative strength continuing in a lot of the equity markets around the world. And I ultimately believe that you, the investor, who are properly positioned, are going to be a great benefit of return in the future on your portfolio. Unfortunately, what I'm seeing is too many of our radio and TV listeners, of course these would be non-clients, are still positioned incorrectly. They're still worried about and making emotional decisions on their portfolio. They're worried about the world coming to an end. They're worried about the next fiscal cliff, or maybe the budget talks, or maybe North Korea, maybe the ballooning deficit, maybe all the money printing by Ben Bernanke. I can tell you this: relative strength outperforms emotions. Relative weakness is not where you want to be, and making decisions on your portfolio based upon emotions is going to cause huge catastrophic losses. I continue to see this every single day as we get calls in our office from people who want to hire Resney Wealth Management to manage their money. The problem that so many investors face is a lack of investment strategy that is rules-based, non-emotional, completely objective, and most importantly, adaptive to changing market conditions. That's exactly what our Global Tactical Opportunity portfolios provide not only our current clients, but will provide future new clients coming into our firm. The key to the success of our strategy is simple. It has to be adaptive. What I'm finding is too many investors are basing their decisions strictly on emotion, or their strategy is completely lopsided or one-sided, meaning they're only in equities all the time, or they're only in bonds all the time, or it's a 50-50 split. At the end of the day, investors need to realize we are in a global economy. There are many asset categories unrelated to stocks and bonds and other investment assets that can greatly benefit when the stock market or the bond market is doing nothing or maybe even going down. So at the end of the day, all asset classes around the world need to be included in a portfolio view. Not included in the portfolio all the time, but in the portfolio view, meaning you're looking at all these asset categories in the portfolio opportunity section. You own the relatively stronger investment assets or investment categories in your portfolio. You sell relatively weak assets and you own relatively strong. By doing this, you're constantly improving that portfolio in relative strength. You're avoiding catastrophic losses and you're taking emotion and personal bias out of the equation. The economy is getting better. The U.S. economy is getting quite a bit better. It's not getting it's not getting better as fast as most people would like, but it is ultimately getting better. A lot of investors have missed this rally. I believe we could have another 3 years possibility of a further rally in the U.S. equity markets, then followed by emerging markets. We're going to get some bumps in the road. Our positions may change at any time based upon our relative strength, our proprietary global tactical opportunity portfolio strategy. But at the end of the day, an adaptive strategy that can go conservative or be more growth oriented when needed is exactly what is going to help benefit investors in the future. Remember, passive investing is a thing of the past. Asset allocation, blindly buying a group of investments and hoping some of them work out, is not going to work in the future. It hasn't worked in 12 years, and that's exactly why we developed our global tactical opportunity portfolio. Investors need a way to not only grow their assets, but protect them against major catastrophic loss. Not these 2 to 5% bumps in the road, which are commonplace. At the end of the day, I expect a 5% correction in the equity market sometime this year. I don't know if it's going to be next week or in the next 3 months. But at the end of the day, the economy is getting better, and if you've missed the boat on investing your portfolio wisely, an investment strategy might be exactly what you need. Of course, if you're a client, we're managing your money effectively and accordingly to our strategy. If you're a client and you have a question about your portfolio, please give us a call. If you're a client and you have a client referral, we always appreciate new business and client referrals. And of course, if you're not a client, maybe it's time you became a client of Resni Wealth Management so you can have an investment strategy that is not only objective, but adaptive. Call us today for a consultation. There is a difference. We invite you to experience it. Have yourself a safe and profitable week.